Hello, everyone. This is Thomas Horniak with First Things Foundation, reporting from Chichicastenango, Guatemala. Today's update is with Hyder and Cecy, and it's a mother-son clothing store. They sell local traditional clothing, Mayan clothing here in Chichicastenango, Guatemala, and they outsource their clothing from the villages. So they've got a crew of women and men who weave and create the clothing by hand with all the colors and all that jazz, and they buy from them and resell it in their store in the middle of Chichicastenango. And so today's update is going to be about the month of December. And over this month was a huge fair that happens in Chichicastenango. A lot of people come from out of town and from the city to come and party and to celebrate the patron saint of St. Thomas Aquinas here in Chichicastenango, and also to throw bombs and have big parties. And so, because of that, a lot of people come and buy clothing. And so, usually during this time, December and January are times where a lot of the vendors will work overtime and make a lot of sales. And the sales can be from food, clothing, consumable items. Just about everyone who has a store is working overtime. Unfortunately for Hyder and Cecy, they didn't see as much growth as they had hoped to over the holiday season. For some reason, their sales were lower than expected. And one of Hyder's thoughts is perhaps that for the previous 2 years, because of COVID, the city did not permit any parties at all. So over the 2 years, people haven't had parties and Christmas parties out on the street. So this year was kind of like a mega fair. Everyone was excited to come out. It was the first year of opening the streets for the partying, and so he suspects that a lot of people spent it on consumable items like alcohol and fireworks, and less on items such as the traditional clothing. And however, not all is lost. Hyder is also excited because he's expecting sales to jump in the month of February. He says usually after the holiday season, after everyone's recovered from their hangovers and all the partying, that usually they get back to work and they realize they need some nice clothing for the upcoming weddings or family reunions and birthday parties. And so for our next steps coming forward, Hyder is looking for a investment in his business. And we're looking at about $4,000 worth of investment so that they can purchase more dresses and display more products. They have the space to showcase more products. Um, but the interesting thing is, we told them, look, the investment's going to be hard. We can't, just finding money to put into a business. Sure, you need money to make money, but give us the strategy. What's going to happen? And he kept saying that actually it's going to be very important for their weavers out in the village. Right now, most of the weavers that they employ are single women or women who have children with disabilities. And because Hyder and Cecy, they pay a good rate for the dresses. A lot of people will try to undercut the village people, but they pay a good rate. And they said that because of them, the weavers in the village have work and have a steady income coming in. But for now, it's only going to be 1 month. They have is guaranteed for them. They don't know what the next months are going to be, but with an injection of money and guaranteed work, that the weavers will have enough projects to last them for the next 3 months. And so that would be stable income for them for the next 3 months. And that's stable income they're going to use for buying school supplies and paying school fees for their children. It's going to be putting food and in drinks on the table. It's going to be constructing their houses. Some of them are just out of Adobe. But because of Hyder and Cecy, they've been able to save money and create houses. So who are these weavers? That's our next step with Hyder and Cecy. We're going to actually go to the village with them, and we're going to do some videos, and we're going to go meet these weavers and see what their situation is and see what they do and how the work affects them, or or how their relationship to Hyder and Cecy affects their lives. So stay tuned for the next couple months as we go to each household and meet the Weavers.